It's Wednesday night, it's 8 o'clock. It's time for... Let's Quiz. Let's Quiz. Let's Quiz. Wednesday night is quiz night. Hello everyone. Welcome once again to the Temple of Knowledge, to the quiz night. Lovely to have you all here. Hey, Will and Claire, and Laura, and Les and Stella, all our regulars back on board tonight. Lovely to have you with us live. So as you can probably see, there's something a little bit different about the frame this evening. I've decided to put a number in at the bottom. So I've realised before that a lot of the time, the only way that you could get through to me is if you had my personal number or if you use the YouTube live chat. So I've decided to, I dug out an old phone, iPhone 5C, got a SIM card in it. That's the number below. So if you want any shout outs or big ups, please get in touch with that number below, 07908 022 049. And that'll be a nice way of you communicating, not having to go through people or having to worry about not having my number or anything. So yeah, please get in touch during that number. We're also going to have a little bit of a vote today as well. I'm going to get onto that in a moment once everyone's joined us. Hey, how are you doing? I hope you're staying well, staying healthy and keeping connected. Let's quiz 7. Who'd have thought it would have got to 7? But yeah, we keep going. Lovely to connect with you all in this kind of way. Really enjoy doing the quiz and I hope you enjoy it this evening. So what have you been doing to get by? What kind of coping strategies have people been employing? Well, obviously there's this kind of thing going on. Last week was Lego for me, really getting into the Lego figures. And to be honest, it's going to be this. It's going to be this week. The Malin pinballs, I haven't had those in a while. And I was looking at them and thinking, you know what? I'm going to get involved in that. We've already got some stuff coming through on the messages. It's such a small phone that, you get used to big phones. Here we go. Awesome. So big shout out to Lucy and Adam in Southampton. Hey, you're the first ones to use the actual quiz phone, the hotline on the quiz phone. So I hope you enjoy the quiz tonight. Lovely to have you with us. Fantastic. Oh my goodness, it's all coming in now. Now there we go. What have I done? I've got to try and do a quiz and keep up with this. Shell and the Roche from E17, lovely to have you with us. Hello again, the Porters, our perennial champions, almost unbeatable in previous weeks. Let's see how it goes tonight. Awesome, here we go. Hey, this is lovely. Here we go. And we've got big up to Marley and Matt Ban. Big up to Marley and Matt Ban. Hey guys, lovely to have you with us. Right, so up to 38 viewers. Hey, that's quite a nice figure. I wonder if we'll get through 40 today. So I normally give you a bonus answer on the quiz. I normally tell you the answer to one of the questions. I decided to mix things up a little bit this week and decided to let you be in charge of round 5. So there's 5 rounds. Each round has 8 questions, 40 points top score. And what I've decided is I'm going to give you the choice of what the subject is going to be in round 5. Okay, so these are the final round vote. Do you want to be reality TV, Spielberg films, or Cars to be the subject for round 5? Reality TV, Spielberg films, or Cars. So if you text me through or WhatsApp me, WhatsApp should work as well, I've got that set up, TV, film or Cars, I'll take a vote, and by the end of round 3, you've got till the end of round 3 to work out, that will be the particular round I do this week for round 5. Hey, hi to Adrian and Hubri, I hope I've spelled that right, or pronounced that right, Leon C, awesome. Here we go. Hi to Vic and Rich. Lovely to have you on board. Hi to, oh my goodness, it's gone berserk. The votes are coming through as we speak. Why did I do this? Lovely response though. It's, when they say the switchboard lights up, it's just lit up. Let's do a round, shall we? 41 viewers, here we go. Round one. Television, numbers. All of the answers in this round on television that are going to involve a number of some kind. Okay, so that's your clue. So question number one. What show starred Richard Wilson and Annette Crosby that has a number in the title? What show with Richard Wilson and Annette Crosby has a number in the title? So you'll have to forgive me. There might be a little bit of a gap while I'm actually going through this. While I'm trying to get... shout out to Mum, Vic and Anne. Hello, Mum, Vic and Anne. Oh, I think this is going to be very close on the vote. Okay, question number two. Which TV show with a number in the title of it starred Will Mellor and Sheridan Smith? Which TV show starred Will Mellor and Sheridan Smith? Question number three. John Cryer and Charlie Sheen were in which TV show that featured a number? What was the title of that TV show? Hi to Eileen and Catherine from Billericay. Lovely to have you on board. Question number four. Ted Rogers and Dusty Bin. Ted Rogers and Dusty Bin. What TV show featuring a number in the title were they in? Number five, Kiefer Sutherland and Elisha Cuthbert. What TV show with a number in the title were they in? Hi to the Connollys. Oh, this is so close on the vote. Number six. Got three here. Nick Hancock, Paul Merton, Frank Skinner. Which TV show with a number in the title were they all part of? Number seven, Luke Perry and Shannon Doherty. What TV show with a number in the title were they in? Lots of love to all our Billericay friends from the Connollys. Hi to the Smiths from Southend, Dean and Katie. And number eight, Lee Majors and Richard Anderson. What TV show with a number in the title were they part of? Were they in? my goodness. It is absolutely level pegging. You would not believe it. You hold a vote and you think, oh, it's all going to come through. The voting at the moment, there's one round that's got 8 votes and the other 2 rounds have got 7 votes each. You wouldn't believe it. A happy 40-something to Rachel from your sister. Hope you're having a good day. Lockdown birthdays. My daughter's birthday a couple of weeks ago on lockdown. But yeah, hope you've had a lovely day. Shout out to the Rutters in Shoebury. Great to have you back on board again, guys. Oh my goodness. There we go. Another vote comes in. Right, let's go to answers for the TV round. Here we go. So all of these answers have got numbers in the title. Richard Wilson and Annette Crosby were in 1 Foot in the Grave. Will Mellor and Sheridan Smith were in 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. John Cryer and Charlie Sheen were in 2.5 Men. Ted Rogers and Dusty Bin, well, they were in the classic TV game show 3, 2, 1. Kiefer Sutherland and Elisha Cuthbert, they were in 24. Shout out to Florence, Elliot and Eliza. Nick Hancock, Paul Merton, Frank Skinner, well, they were all hosts on Room 101. Luke Perry and Shannon Doherty, well, they were in Beverly Hills 90210. Look how young they all look there. Lee Majors and Richard Anderson, they were in The $6 Million Man, The Bionic Man. So, hope you did well on the television round. Yeah, it's gone absolutely live, the number, which is great. Loads of shout outs and big ups coming through, loads of votes for it. It's it's ridiculously close. Of course it is almost a tie. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to give it until the end of round 3 to see how that works out. 40 viewers on board. Hope you did well on the TV round. Right, round 2. History. So used to it being geography. History B. So all the answers begin with the letter B. So number 1. Which historical figure was born in 480 BC in Lumbini in the Shakya Republic? Which historical figure was born in 480 BC in Lumbini, the Shakya Republic? Begins with B. Number 2, it's currently called Istanbul. Between AD 330 and 1928, it was called Constantinople. What was it called before that? So, city called Istanbul. Between 330 and 1928, it was called Constantinople. What was it called before that? Question 3. Which 19th century American is this? Which 19th century American is this? Number 4. With what item found in hotel rooms would you associate Gideons? With what item found in hotel rooms would you associate Gideons? Number 5. What was Marilyn Monroe's real last name? What was Marilyn Monroe's real last name? Laura, you've just made me laugh quite a lot on the live chat there. Very good. What was Marilyn Monroe's real last name? In an interview with Michael Brunson in 1993, by what name did John Major refer to 3 Eurosceptics in his own cabinet? In an interview with Michael Brunson in 1993, by what name did John Major refer to 3 Eurosceptics in his cabinet? Happy birthday to Steve from Lorraine. Number 7. In which country was Napoleon when he lost at Waterloo? In which country was Napoleon when he lost at Waterloo? Number 8. In which town were ABBA when they won with Waterloo? In which town were ABBA when they won with Waterloo? So all the answers in the history round begin with the letter B. Hope you've done well. Let's go to the answers. So which historical figure was born in 480 BC in Lumbini in the Shakya Republic? Well, that was Buddha. Currently called Istanbul, between 330 and 1928, it was called Constantinople. What was it called before then, Laura? I really hope you've got this right with the help of your hubby. Byzantium, it was called before that in ancient times, Byzantium. Which 19th century American is this? Well, that is a picture of Billy the Kid. With what item found in hotel rooms would you associate Gideons? That's Bibles. They're the organisation that put Bibles in the hotel rooms. My daughter Neve, she watches a bit of YouTube and she found like a little hack video. Apparently every now and again people leave money inside the Bibles, inside the Gideon Bibles in hotels, so that if people decide to open and, look at the good book, they're rewarded with money. So she said to me, Daddy, every time you're in a hotel, check the Bible because there might be some money in there. So there's a little tip from my daughter. Okay, what was Marilyn Monroe's real last name? What was Marilyn Monroe's real last name? Well, she was Norma Jean Baker. That was the name that she was baptized by. In an interview with Michael Brunson in 1993, by what name did John Major refer to 3 Eurosceptics in his cabinet? Well, he referred to them as bastards. In which country was Napoleon when he lost at Waterloo? Well, Waterloo is in the country of Belgium. And in which town were ABBA when they won with Waterloo? Well, the Eurovision Song Contest that year was in England and it was held in Brighton at the Brighton Dome. So, hopefully You did well at that round, little history round with bees. Let's do a little advert for this weekend. Got the family quiz coming up once again this Sunday, 10th of May, 3 p.m. I'll be doing some questions that are sort of aimed at, younger quizzers, families in general. Proves really popular. And that'll be lovely to have some of you on board for that one as well. Sunday, the 10th of May. Awesome. It's very close on the vote, like really close. So I'm going to see at the end of the next round what we're going to do about that. It might even be a tie-break situation, but we shall see. Round 3, general knowledge, demonyms. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, you probably all do know, but demonym is kind of the, it's a describing word to say that something or someone is from a certain country. So, for example, a full English breakfast. So English would be the demonym in that. Each of the answers feature a demonym for a different country. I'm going to give you the definition. So number 1, a set of brightly painted hollow wooden dolls of varying sizes designed to fit inside each other. So what are they? Something featuring a demonym. Number 2, a breakfast dish made of bread, soaked in eggs and milk, and then fried. A breakfast dish made of bread, soaked in eggs and milk, and then fried. What's that answer, which features a demonym? Shout going out, hi Vicator from Rach, miss you. Also, Rach texted in to say, further to the thing about money being in Bibles, she claims that the Bible is full of prophets, literally and actually. Number 3, the Monty Python sketch where a group burst into a room and claim their chief weapons are fear, surprise, ruthless efficiency, an almost fanatical devotion to the Pope, and nice red uniforms. What's that? Monty Python sketch where a group burst into a room and claim their chief weapons are fear, surprise, ruthless efficiency, an almost fanatical devotion to the Pope, and nice red uniforms. Number 4, a period of unseasonably mild dry weather occurring usually in late October or early November. A period of unseasonably mild dry weather occurring usually in late October or early November. The symbol that appears on the badge of the St. John ambulance. The symbol that appears on the badge of the St. John ambulance. Number 6, the version of roulette that uses both a 0 and a double 0. A version of roulette that uses both 0 and double 0. Number 7, a situation in which neither side in an argument, contest, or confrontation can win. A situation in which neither side in an argument, contest, or confrontation can win. The practice of passing wind in bed and then trapping your bedfellow under the covers. The practice of passing wind in bed and then trapping your bedfellow under the covers. We've all been there. So all of those answers feature demonyms. They all feature descriptive words for countries or people from certain countries. So let's go to the answers. So number 1, a set of brightly painted hollow wooden dolls of varying sizes designed to fit inside each other. Well, they are Russian dolls. Russian dolls. A breakfast dish made of bread soaked in eggs and milk and then fried. That's French toast. The Monty Python sketch, where a group burst into a room and claim their chief weapons are fear, surprise, ruthless efficiency, and almost fanatical devotion to the Pope and nice red uniforms. Very funny sketch. The Spanish Inquisition. I didn't expect the Spanish Inquisition. A period of unseasonably mild, dry weather occurring usually in late October or early November. That's an Indian summer. The symbol that appears on the badge of the St. John ambulance. That's a Maltese cross. A version of roulette that uses both 0 and 00. It's not European roulette, it's American roulette. A situation in which neither side in an argument can win an argument, contest, or confrontation. That is a Mexican standoff. And number 8, the practice of passing wind in bed and trapping your bedfellow under the covers. That's a Dutch oven. Somebody was subject to a Dutch oven. So I hope you guys all did well at that one. The vote is ridiculously close. I'm probably going to have to think up some kind of tiebreaker. I think I know what I'm going to do. We shall see. Let's do it at the end of the next round. Oh no, let's do it at the end of this round because there's a 10-second delay on the stream. So as you can see, it's only gone exactly level. I've got 10 votes for cars, 10 votes for film, 10 votes for TV. Of course, that was going to happen. So I'm going to do a tiebreaker. I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to reply to me on the number below, and you're going to put the round that you want it to be. So you're either going to put TV, film, or cars, and then the answer. And the first correct answer to come through to this phone will be the round that we do for round 5. Okay? So the question is, so you need to put the answer. TV and then the answer, film or the answer, cars or the answer, whichever one you want. First one through, that's the one that I'm going to do this week, and I'll show it to you on the screen. Yeah, it is literally a Mexican standoff. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go back to that Mexican standoff question. What film was in the Mexican standoff question? What film was in the Mexican standoff question? Go. First one through gets it. I need to wait about 10 seconds for the stream, for you guys to catch up with the stream. What film was featured in the Mexican standoff question? I've got something coming out of left field here on the WhatsApp. Right. I've got the phone is going literally berserk with some wrong answers as well, which is very good. Okay, the first one that I got through. This is awesome. Okay, first one I got through 2030. It was stop saying. Okay, the first one I got through is, don't know if you can see that. It says, oh, you can't quite see that. It says from Matt, TV Face Off. So Matt, you won the Mexican standoff. I had some interesting ones. It wasn't Pulp Fiction. It wasn't Reservoir Dogs. It wasn't The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Awesome. I've got a lot of people saying Face Off on my phone at the moment. It's going to be reality TV for the last round. That was exciting, wasn't it? I had no idea that was going to happen. Let's do round 4 before then. Music. Here we go. What street is Heartbreak Hotel on? What street is Heartbreak Hotel on? Number 2, what was Billy Ray Cyrus suffering from in the title of his 1992 hit? What was Billy Ray Cyrus suffering from in the title of his 1992 hit? Number 3, during the 90s, okay, listen to this question carefully. During the 90s, which of these words appeared in the titles of the most UK #1 singles? Love, Baby, or Boom? Love, Baby, or Boom. Now, which one of those words appeared in the titles of the most UK #1 singles? Shout out to Paul and Sophie. Number 4, which father and daughter had a 1967 hit with Something Stupid? Which father and daughter had a 1967 hit with Something Stupid? Number 5, what specifically did Paul Young do in 1984, Kylie do in 1989, Chris Martin do in 2004, and One Direction do in 2014? So what specifically and famously did they do? I mean, they all probably went to the shops during those particular years, but what specifically in the music world did Paul Young do in 1984, Kylie in 1989, Chris Martin in 2004, and One Direction in 2014? Number 6, from which cathedral did Andrea Bocelli stream his solo Music for Hope concert on Easter Sunday? From which cathedral did Andrea Bocelli stream his solo Music for Hope concert on Easter Sunday? Number 7, on which opera is Miss Saigon based? God, opera. We're going a bit highbrow with the music round this week. On which opera is Miss Saigon based? And number 8, Which one of these symbols is not the title of an Ed Sheeran album? Which one of these symbols is not the title of an Ed Sheeran album? So before we do the answers on that, let's do our little advert again. This Sunday, the 10th of May, 3 p.m. I'll be transmitting from here. Let's Quiz Family Edition, designed for something for the whole family. Questions for the little ones in there and for the whole family. Proves really popular every Sunday. Lovely to have you on board for that. So yeah, tune in again, 10th of May on Sunday. I think we get a big speech that evening, don't we, about how everything's going to move forward. We shall see. We shall see what happens. Let's have a look at the answers for the music round. So, what street is Heartbreak Hotel on? Well, it's down at the end of Lonely Street. It's on Lonely Street. What was Billy Ray Cyrus suffering from in the title of his 1992 hit? An achy, breaky heart. Number 3, during the 90s, which of these words appeared in the titles of the most UK #1 singles? Was it love, baby, or boom? Well, the answer is love. So love, there were 9 #1s with love. There was I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, UB40. I'd Do Anything for Love, Meatloaf. Love Is All Around, Wet, Wet, Wet. Love Can Build a Bridge. I think that was Nana Cherry and Chrissie Hynde, etc. How Deep Is Your Love? Final Take That song before they split up. Fast Love by George Michael. And then Forever Love and Love Won't Wait, which were, I think, Gary Barlow singles. Yeah, Baby only appeared in 2. But they were cracking too. Ice Ice Baby and Baby Come Back by Pato Banton. And then Boom features in 4, but in quite a lot. There's Boom Shake the Room by Fresh Prince, Boom Boom Boom, the Out Here Brothers, Mr. Boombastic by Shaggy, and Boom 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 by those, the quiz, very favourites here at the quiz, the Venga Boys. So, yeah, the word boom does actually appear 9 times, but only in 4 different #1s. So the answer there is love. Which father and daughter had a 1967 hit with Something Stupid? That was Frank and Nancy Sinatra. Right, what specifically did Paul Young do in 1984, Kylie in 89, Chris Martin in 2004, and One Direction in 2014? Well, they all sang the first line of that year's Do They Know It's Christmas single, so the Band-Aid single. Paul Young did Band-Aid, Kylie Band-Aid 2, obviously 5 years later. And then I think it was Band-Aid 20 with Chris Martin. And then Band-Aid 30 was One Direction. From which cathedral did Andrea Bocelli stream his solo Music for Hope concert on Easter Sunday? Well, that was from Milan. It was the Il Duomo Cathedral in Milan. But Milan is fine as an answer for that, Milan Cathedral. Actually, Helen, that's a fantastic point. Was Baby One More Time not a #1? I think it was, and it might have been in the 90s. I mean, it wouldn't make that much of a difference to the overall tally. Also, you've got the song Babe by, let's take that as well, 1993. Baby One More Time is definitely a #1. I think it might be 3 for Baby. Good knowledge, Helen. Let's give you half a point for that. On which opera is Miss Saigon based? Well, that's Madame Butterfly. Which one of these symbols is not the title of an Ed Sheeran album? Subtract is yet to be the title of an Ed Sheeran album. He's done divide, multiply, and plus, addition, something like that. Yeah, so that's the music round. So it's all going very well. We're now going to go to the round that you have decided by the narrowest of margins. Of course, it was a three-way tie. What was I asking for? Be pretty fan, hardly make a difference unless yes. So let's go to it. I think it's going to be reality TV. So a bonus round. I do that, then I think I do that, and then we're in there. Reality TV fans, you've got what you wanted. I hope you're satisfied. Here we go. Number one, when Natasha Kaplinsky won the first ever series of Strictly Come Dancing in 2004, who was her dance partner? When Natasha Kaplinsky won the first series of Strictly Come Dancing in 2004, who was her dance partner? Number two, name any of these three Big Brother contestants. I mean, these three are from what I like to refer to as the golden age of Big Brother. You know, the peak years. You only need their first names. You don't have to get their second names. Name any of these three Big Brother contestants. If you want to go elite level and you want to name all three, shall I give a bonus? No, I'm not going to give a bonus point because there's people out there that wanted Cars and Spielberg films. If you name all three, kudos to you. Name any one of those three Big Brother contestants. Round three. The oldest winner of I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here, was 71 years old when they won. The youngest winner was 21 years old when they won. Name either one of them. Oldest winner of I'm a Celebrity was 71 when they won, and the youngest one was 21. Name either of them. Number four. On which island is Love Island filmed? Or which island is Love Island filmed on? That doesn't sound grammatically correct. I was doing grammar with Neve at home this week. I'm trying to think which would be right. On which island is Love Island filmed? Which island is Love Island filmed on? English is a strange language, isn't it? Probably works both ways. Next question. In The Apprentice, who famously rejected Alan Sugar's offer of a place in the final? In The Apprentice, who famously rejected Alan Sugar's offer of a place in the final? Number six. What did Diana Beard notoriously do in the Great British Bake Off? What did Diana Beard notoriously do in the Great British Bake Off? Number seven. MasterChef started in 1990. Who was the original host? MasterChef started in 1990. Who was the original host? And last question on reality TV. In Celebrity Big Brother in 2016, Angie told Tiffany David's dead. Who did Angie mean and who did Tiffany think she meant? So this is half a point for each. Half a point for each. In Celebrity Big Brother 2016, Angie, on the right, told Tiffany David's dead. Who did Angie mean and who did Tiffany think she meant? So that's the reality TV round. We'll go to the answers in a second. Now, for those of you that voted for films of Steven Spielberg, or for Cars, both of those rounds, they're straight into the quiz main rounds next week. Because I can't really, they're going to go straight in next week. So if you come back next week, you're going to get films and Cars going on that. So let's go back to the answers on round 5. When Natasha Kaplinsky won the first series of Strictly Come Dancing in 2004, who was her dance partner? It was Brendan Cole. Young-looking Brendan Cole. I mean, I suppose that was 16 years ago, wasn't it? Brendan Cole. Name any of these 3 Big Brother contestants. Okay, so you could have had Pete, Makosi, or Shabazz. Shabazz held the record for the shortest stay in the Big Brother house for a while. I think he was in there for 2 days. He went in, he tried to win it on the first night, and I think we all know what happens if you go in that big, that soon. The oldest winner of I'm a Celebrity was 71 when they won. The youngest was 21. Name either of them. Well, 71-year-old was Harry Redknapp, and Stacey Solomon was only 21 years old when she won I'm a Celebrity. Which island is Love Island filmed on? That's Mallorca, I guess. In The Apprentice, who famously rejected Alan Sugar's offer of a place in the final? Katie Hopkins? What did Diana Beard notoriously do in the Great British Bake Off? I'm sure a lot of you remember this. She took Ian's baked Alaska out of the freezer before it had set. So he did this amazing baked Alaska. He shoved it in the freezer. She needed some freezer space, so she just took his baked Alaska out and put it on the side. So it didn't set. He threw it in the bin, had to leave the competition, and there was massive outcry at the time. MasterChef started in 1990. Who was the original host? Back in the day, it was Lloyd Grossman. And the last one, in Celebrity Big Brother 2016, Angie told Tiffany that David's dead. Who did Angie mean? And who did Tiffany think she meant? Well, it's Angie Bowie, and she found out in the house that, tragically, David Bowie had died outside the house. And she was in a conversation with Tiffany, and Tiffany said, "Why are you upset?" And she said, "David's dead." Another one of the housemates at the time was David Guest, who was asleep in the bedroom at the time. And Tiffany was under the impression that David had died in the bedroom in the Big Brother house. So it led to a massive misunderstanding. In a tragic postscript to this story, David Guest did actually die about 3 months after the end of Big Brother. But that was the story of David's dead. So it's David Bowie and David Guest. So half a point for each. So there we go. Spielberg films and Cars, they're going in next week. They're in as main categories because they got so many votes this week. And I'll have to think up some other things for the alternate things. So that's worked really well. Let's have some scores through. I'm going to fill some total scores. I'm going to fill for about 20 seconds or so while some of those comes through. It's always nice to see how you're doing. I think it's about 40 points. It should be 40 points maximum score this week. Hope you're all doing well. Maybe some of you will be going back to work very soon. Maybe some of you have already been at work. We'll see how it goes. The announcements on Sunday, things might sort of change a little bit. I'm going to keep doing the quizzes. I said I'll do 10, which basically takes me to the end of May. But it'd be lovely to have you all on board still for then. We've got 40 at the moment, which is as many as we've had on a Wednesday night. So thank you for tuning in. Really means a lot to me. I love putting the quiz together, love presenting it. So we got 20 out of 40 from Laura Porters. That's always the benchmark. 35 out of 40. 27.5 for Helen. 28 for Lorraine. I do apologise going on to my phones. There we go. What else we got? Hobbits, 35. 25, 30, 23. Well done, Vic and Rich. 19.5. 22. Band Clan scored 31. Some good scores this week. Excellent stuff. Brilliant. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Lovely to connect with you all. Have a lovely evening and have a good week. Maybe see some of you on Sunday, but if not, I'll be back here again next week, Wednesday, quizzing away. God bless you. Look after yourselves and good night.